Good evening, afternoon, morning, whenever you're watching, and welcome back to a new day of From Day One. We definitely do thank you, and we will be back to normal programming today for both Part 2 and Part 3. It's just that the untimely passing of Schrodinger hit right when we were about to tape Part 2 yesterday, hence the retrospective tributes to the man that we had last night for both Part 2 and Part 3. And yes, Bigfoot is still waiting for us, and we will have the final portion of that interview from midnight in the desert tonight in the Part 3 that was normally to air last night. So if you've been waiting for that, we will have it. Open calls are there for the two individuals slated to have heard Bigfoot. Alrighty, we have an interesting little mail that has arrived. Brave warrior, due to a technical issue, you might have missed some resources in Lilith Brawls. We apologize for the inconvenience. Please accept this gift and continue your journey in Dominion. Note, this message will expire on January 31st, 2 a.m. UTC, basically Guild Reset Time. And that's for 5 large skin stones, that's 750 stones. 10 Lilith dolls and 2,000 energy. But as you can see down here, it's available for 6 more days, which means you don't have to claim it immediately. Some people may be tempted to claim this for the CARF event that just started, hence the CARF message on the side. However, with the fact that this CARF event is only a 3-day, 4-item only event, it is highly likely that this will push off and we will get an actual regular weekend event that'll come in on the Guild Reset Time of Thursday into Friday. So it may be much, much more better to keep your energy for that time frame. And we get to claim for 75 emeralds. Okay, I guess so. Alright, let's go down the daily quest. Actually, let's go down the airship first. Just because there may be a lot of tasks that have to be done. So that way we can let the VIPs, the expeditions that is, work while we work. Of course, a couple of these were from the few that we did back in Part 3 last night during the Guild during the New Day in Dominion reset. There we go. Don't need to collect the items right now. We can leave those for later. And there's the key with the coins. Alright, so now let's start working down the quest line. 4 expeditions. Grab our first energy of the day. Guild activity to the forge. Let's see, who's going to get today's... Kira, I think you can have it. Let's give it to you on Helms. There you go. Take you from 15 to 20. That gets you 700 points. Gets you that reward. Alright, so we have an adventure completion still. Who's going to get the gift of the element today? Alright, it's going to be a difference between Yasmin, Astaroth, and Celeste. And today, let's go ahead and give it to Yasmin. There's your little triangle. Okay. To the guild dungeon we can go. Going to use the Valkyrie favor card to get the 150 Titanite. And yes, I did over on the other Kraken server did re-up Valkyrie right about with like 4 minutes left in the 24-hour leadway window. Okay, so we have Tower complete, Grand Arena, Heroic Missions, Upgrade Heroes. So, Lilith, my dear, you can go ahead and take a couple levels on your Seal and Rift, and that will complete that task. Okay, let's see what the bubble's for. Oh, just guild battles. Alright, let's see if we're missing anything for the elemental season for today. Alright, so we still need to do Divinication cards in the dungeon. That'll be easy enough. It just basically means that you skip 5 fights by using the cards. Have 5 towers in the Avengers and 20 soul stones for our Titan. Okay, so let's claim our daily quest again. Gift of the element, both Titanite spear ones, and the hero. Okay, nicely done. Alrighty. And we have some pluses, and this is because off stage I had to make sure before the time expired use the Lilith Brawl coins. So I bought a couple items that a lot of these heroes needed to complete. The problem is there's more than one hero that can use the item. Once I choose one to use it, the others will not have access to it. Oh, hold on, Town Shop. I'd rather have the trainee. But the question is, can I get it done in 8 minutes? I got 52, you need 54. So to do that, we definitely need to get going here on the tower. So you see the 52 number down there. When you're not in a buff for the skip, you'll see it there in the middle, right next to the skull coins and floor number. And we do get skull coins there, and we actually get them on a critical, so that's actually 150. That's a nice little pickup. Oh, I forgot to turn the Sounds of Dominion on. We'll do that here in a moment, as we normally have for our first portion of the day. Is that enough? Let's see real quick. Let's get the sounds on while we're out here. It's going to be more than enough. The reason why is because the stores reset here in, as you can see, 7 minutes time. Yep, it is. Trini is actually a quite valuable item for my characters right now, that is. So getting the ability to buy one that basically takes care of 320 collections all in one shot is not a bad purchase if you're going to make a purchase for an item. Now, yes, that will mean probably for the next couple days we will need to go ahead and start saving up coins again to get that little pile, which is back to 196 at the moment. Back up to a respectable number. Of course, that's not counting whether or not we might get an event that awards Terror coins, or we find them in a chest or whatever. Get the gold, which normally I'd be happy, but right now, since we did spend down our tower coins, I actually would not be too mad getting some tower coins, especially if we can get them on a 2x critical. Alrighty, last skip upcoming. So on the last skip we get gold. Alrighty, here we go on the first that we actually have to fight with a Yasmin, Galahad, Astaroth, Dante, Thea lineup. And it's 5 plays 3, plays 1, and good night, Galahad. Alright, so treasure chest on 28. Alright, the item's okay. The only thing right now that would suck is to get a orange level item. Gold is always, you can always find a place to use gold. Right now I can definitely find a way to enjoying getting tower coins back. Alrighty, so another level complete. This is the buff level. And I'm actually going to try to go the rest of the way without picking up any more buffs. And see if we can make it. Now, this might be just a little too early to stop grabbing buffs, but we'll find out. Okay, treasure chest on 32. We get the gold. 33, the first of the double sets, has a Galahad, Astaroth, Yasmin, Morrigan, and Martha. For that group. So the second of the double includes Astaroth, Arachne, Dante, Celeste, and Thea at a 93,900 clip. Ooh, treasure chest. Let's go with the first one this time around. Yeah, the one thing I didn't want. Now, as I have made level 130 over on the Kraken's server, I might have to record a quick video on what happens once you do hit that level 130, especially when it comes to the tower. Yes, there actually is a little bit of a difference magic that does occur at that point. Alrighty, 38 we go, with a treasure chest coming right afterwards. Astaroth, Yasmin, Celeste, Jorgen, and Martha. I like that Celeste is actually healing herself this time around. Alright, that round's done. Alrighty, the treasure chest we get tower coins. Too bad it wasn't on the critical multiplier. Alrighty, next of the doubles at 40, so 40 and 41. Galahad avoided Kira's blade for the most part. And there we go. So 41 was an Astaroth, Arachne, Astrid Lucas Phobos, and Thea. At a little over 101,000 power level. Hey, Phobos died, you bitch. Get your claw hands out of here. Alright, treasure chest on 42. There we go, we get a critical, so we're back to 700 at least on the tower coin. 43, oh, almost bought it. Alrighty, 44 the last of the doubles. With a Carf team. And goodbye, Carp. Goodbye, Orion. And finally, goodbye, Martha. Triple stars. Second of the double at 45. 105k with Chaba and Ishmael bringing up the front. Faceless in the rear. Chava, you want to give me back my Astaroth? Thank you. 4060, second to last treasure chest of this run. Gets us gold. With a big shot at possibility up to 500 tower coins on the very top one, once we do make it to 50. 47, however, is next. Two down, and there goes three. There goes four. Martha's all that's left. And there goes Martha. Now, there's a weird, undocumented situation that occurs in the tower. And I didn't know this myself until I was probably at about level 105, 106 over on the Kraken server. Because normally this wouldn't happen. Either you're going to get beat, or you're going to beat your opponent within the 2-minute time limit. But there is a weird situation. That happens only in the tower. Because you're allowed to attack as many times as you wish, as long as you still have heroes remaining. So even if you lose a fight, so say I brought my 5 and all 5 got totally killed. They'd be gone, I couldn't use them for the rest of the tower day. But I could still pull any of my other heroes out to continue on the tower. Normally. Now, what would happen though on a timeout in any other form of the game, whether it be arena, grand arena, tournament of the elementals, grand guild war, Asgard, anywhere else, a timeout is a loss for the attacker. Whoever the defender wins if they can take it to a time limit draw. Okay? Normally. With one exception, is the tower. If a time limit draw occurs in the tower, everything is just a push at that moment. Both your heroes and the heroes that were left on the opposing side. You can immediately restart the fight with a new 2-minute clock, and both sides stay right where they were energy-wise at the end of that 2-minute timeout, which also doesn't normally happen. Oh, really? I get screwed by only getting 130? That sucks, Nexters. Probably because I'm giving away your secret and you're being now shitty with me on that draw. However, one other weird thing does happen. If the opposing team had a pet, that pet is now gone on the rematch. And I definitely don't believe that this is supposed to be. Because I figured, hell, if I can get one timeout, at this point my mind started to race. Why can't we have 2? So yeah, I really didn't go and use any of my 5 specials to make sure that the fight would time out again at a 3-minute clock. So yeah, it timed out a second time. And again, everybody still remained exactly where they were. Now the only catch, however, was on the third time. Everybody still had the same energy as they did from the end of the second, but they got their pet back. Alright, let's do a little dungeon crawl. Remember, one of the dailies is to use 5 Divination cards. I didn't show you right off the bat. I'll show you here as soon as we finish this fight what those are. Alright, so you see here, that's a Divination card right there. You see, you normally can get 5 free once you finish level 100, a second 5 once you finish 1,000, and a third 5 once you finish 2,000. If you do pay the $1.89 US or whatever the equivalent it is in your currency, anywhere on any of your accounts on the same server, you have Valkyrie's Favor, which gives you 15 cards free. So actually you can max out at 30 if you have Valkyries in addition to level 2000. And you also get to have 150 Titanite that counts for your guild. What happens when you have cards, you go into a fight, it'll ask you, see, hey, the Oracle predicts an easy victory for your battle, for your warriors in this battle. If you accept what we're showing you, you'll get this loot and this loot as a result. If you accept this fate, it uses one of your cards, and this battle is automatically done. If you click over here, then you set your own fight and you fight. Which for this first one, and since the water is the highest power we have, we're definitely going to do this one on our own. There we go. So 633. I'll probably save the cards for like a second down and back type situation. Okay, so 634 is next. Now remember, your first 10 rooms minimally that you do in the dungeon each day are repeats of ones that you did yesterday. That's because the spear that lets you starts one whole trip there and back above you. So here I think we will use a Divination card, so that's 1. Alright, to our next fight. Alright, so we'll do a water again. Definitely don't need to since we have basically most of the bars close to max. And water actually has a very double bonus ability. Not only does the totem heal Titan, but Hyperion does as well. The Hyperion just did it. Didn't quite get far enough in the battle to actually get the totem fired off, but if you had, the totem would have killed some health too. Okay, so that's 2 Divinication cards. Alright, so we'll use this to actually heal the other side. So as you can see here, Moloch is quite low on the power, so we'll actually use him instead of Araji in this battle. Since we are fettling 5, I will throw the shield up. There's the heal from Hyperion. And engage the water heal. The totem also back up. See, that's where the spear would have normally been to bring you down. Alright, so next round. I think we're either at 2 or 3. Okay, we're at 2. Alrighty, so this will likely be the last one that we won't auto. And we can just auto the rest of the line to get the mission complete. There's the heal by Hyperion. Here's the totem. Alright, so now we can skip everything. Still have 10 cards left over and complete the line. So we'll skip 644 and 645 down to the back half on the comeback tour. 646, 647, 648. And 649. And finally, last but not least, 650. Okay, so you get the spear. That a moment will let you restart at 640 tomorrow. 641, sorry. Alrighty. So, environmental, well, not environmental, but elemental season. So there's that task, getting us to 8,500. The only other task we have, and we do still have a couple days left, so it isn't in rush, is the Altar of Power. Still 2 days before the, so both of those will reset at the same time, the day, a 3-day and 7-day. But I do believe we still have an adventure quota, yep, to do. But let's get to actually using a little bit of energy and earn some more credits. So we start with the, do you need one or two of those? You need two of those, okay. So we're going to need a second candle, so we'll start with the Hand of Glory. Anytime you have a stone, usually it's worth autoing. Because that way you can guarantee you at least minimally get one, if not more, of the Hero Stone. Alright, so we go to the Foundry for our first campaign sounds of Dominion tonight. And as always, absolutely nothing. Really? A second, absolutely nothing? And of course, the world's worst thing, aka a Rarity Fair. Alright, let's try to jinx it out by doing a 10-pack of raids. 2 candles out of 10. Back to regular. Alright, still needing 1. Back to the foundry. Alrighty, we get our candle. Alright, so you need 2 of those. Oh, hold on. Really? And there's a Trini here. Alright, we'll take them. I want to go out because I want to see how many of this actually lights up now. Lights up both Kira's, 1 Iris, the 1 for Celeste, 1 of the 2 for Yasmin, 2 of the 3 for Astaroth. What are the... We saw the Iris one, it's the Pampanotic Orb. What is the one for Yasmin and Astaroth? Is it the same or is it different? For Yasmin, it's the Archangel's Mace. For Astaroth, it's a book. Book of Prophecies. Alright, I guess we start with the Flaming Heart. Let's do the 2 raids first of all. Oh, 3 for 3. Who knew on the lady? And we actually got the energy finally ticking. One mojo, but you did get 2 hearts. So we'll start with Chapter 6. This is the last of the 6 energy uses. And Buckus to start. Evil, evil Buckus. Back to the damp area. We need our lovely, lovely heart. Oh, I thought it already started battling, but I guess it didn't. There it goes. And we got our heart. Let's. Ah, shit! I thought we were at 19 already. Damn it. Now we get the sword, but not the heart. Because you can either heart, sword, or a dagger this time around. And again, we only get the Dawnguard sword instead of the heart. 2 needed. 7 battles max available. And this time we get just a little dagger instead. The quest dagger. I believe that's what it's called. No, sorry, cursed dagger. My apologies. Because we're still looking for the heart. Absolutely zip and pip. No prize there. Still looking at 2 needed from 5 max fights. And actually, screw it, rate them. And we didn't get either. Bloody broke. Alright, let's grab that energy. And I guess oh, we already did grab the energy. Oh, okay. That energy wasn't enough to actually count the energy mission for this. Huh. I like the name of that one. Hate Energy. By the way, the negator of all creation returns. Heed my words, Dominion. The great Karf, one of the 4 negators of all creation that passed through the gates of Odland, has chosen our world as his new domain. Fueled by hatred and wrath, he will serve the cause. He still serves the cause of the light. Alright, Grand Arena. Go there. Pick up 255 GA coins. However, we are at 827 on the rankings. So as you see, that is a drop on the old Banshee. 302. Let's find ourselves a fight. Let's go 1-3. And I wouldn't mind going 3-1 either. Yeah, we're going to have to reshuffle everybody. Okay. I actually only have to shuffle the first and second line. Oh, I was going to say we did that wrong. Right? Yeah. Because then, group 2. Nope. Group 2 will be the deadline. And then group 3 will be the Elvis fueled line. Alright, let's rock and ride. Win 1. Remember, this fight is first to win 2 out of 3. Wins it. And that battle is this, we're tied 1-all. Alright, for the bout that matters. 4 plays 3. And we win. Not a great move up of the ranks, but we'll take it to 779. As Nexters say, the fight's over, you can stop the music. Let's see, the items up for bid are energy, heroic bundles, Alright, in the regular arena, we are at 393. So yes, a drop, but only 2 spots, surprisingly. Alright, is there anybody worth attempting to go after here? Let's see. Yeah, let's try Dracula at 366. It's 3 plays 3 at the moment. 2 plays 2. And unfortunately, we do not hold out. Unfortunately. Fortunately, that does not happen. 86 or 1,046 points. There we go. So that gets that updated. And with that, I think we'll leave part 1 to a close. Come back later today for a regular part 2, and of course, the final episode, final portion of the Bigfoot Sounds interview from midnight in the desert in the overnight slot. Until then, make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. Get us to those goals for both Boxing Extras of 5,000 views, which we're almost 50% the way there. Thank you all. And 1,000 subscribers, so Google, YouTube does. And congratulations to the 3 or 4 new subscribers we picked up in the last 24 hours. Thanks for joining the family. Crypto items below if you wish to go ahead and get them. Just follow the steps below in the comments. And until next time, it is always a great new world to release to Krakens. Always make sure you do like, share, and subscribe. and come back and join us again later on today for part 2 of From Day 1.